Hi guys, and welcome back to class. In this lesson we're going to be discussing Waveform, Vectorscope and Histogram in Adobe Premiere Pro under Lumetri color panel. So what is your waveform? Well, your waveform is actually a tool in Premiere Pro that you use for displaying. You use it to monitor the brightness levels of your video across the screen. It helps you ensure your video is neither too dark nor too bright. So when you jump right into Premiere Pro, I believe you are familiar with this project file. When you jump right into Premiere Pro, you're going to be seeing, you may not see what I'm saying, but when you come to the top left corner in this side, you can uncheck many of these, and if you have them checked, you can actually leave this one. If you come to the elementary scopes, this is what the waveform looks like. But if you want to activate the Vectorscope and the histogram, you have it right here. So I'll be using the three of them at once in this video, and I'll be showing you a little bit of tips that actually helps your color grading better. So one of the things you will notice is that in these three, they are used as monitors to manage what your color looks like. So we have 0 to 1000 plus. Over here we have 0 to 100. So this helps you to know whether your video is quite bright or it's quite dark. So for now, this video is quite bright because we have more colors that are concentrated on the upper part, on the 100 part of the video. So, and to correct this, you just need to adjust your blacks or the dark aspect of your videos to make them more correct. So one of the things I'll be doing is I'll be working with the contrast to make it look darker. Then I'll also work with the highlight a little bit to reduce the lights. Remember, we want to have a little bit of a dark feel. Then I'll be reducing the shadows too as well. So you can see as I move the shadows, you can see how it tries to touch 0. Then you can also move the blacks too as well to make it more realistic and more hopeful. So I'll be reducing the whites too as well, and I think we have a good color scope at this point. So one of the things I'll also be going to is the histogram. Then I need you to see what happens when I reduce the exposure and increase the exposure. So the histogram just helps you to also monitor light in your videos as well. I'm using the Ctrl Z or the Command Z. Then if you feel like your lights are just too shallow, you can reduce them, or let's just give it a perfect point, which is right here. And I think this is perfect since we have a little bit of touches on the the darker part of the video and the upper part. So if we check the waveform, the Vectorscope, one of the things I would like to point your eyes to is there are different colors in the Vectorscope, and the colors help us to monitor how saturated our videos are and the skin tones of our videos. So if you look closely, you would see different color boxes. You see the red, the magenta, the blue, the cyan, the green, and the yellow. So in all this, one of the things you should note is this line that cuts across the Vectorscope, and this is for skin tones. So when you see most or more concentration of this white in the middle concentrating towards this line, it means your skin tone is correct, your saturation is complete. And sometimes when you bump up saturation too much, this actually tells you that your saturation is too much and you need to reduce. So when I bump up saturation, you can see how white this goes all of a sudden. So let me bump this up and see. You can see that this is too saturated because it's already getting too wide and it's too colorful and not advisable. So what you want to do is actually maintain something that is quite good, and I think this one is okay. It's not moving near the boxes or any of these things. So so when you play, these things have tendencies to move because colors change as you move. And do not forget to always check what you have done using the FX. When you toggle it off and you toggle it on, you can see the difference in what you have done. So that will be all about this lesson. So bye for now. See you in the next class.